Yo, what's up guys? I'm here with another video. This one is going to be about how you can, I would say, get free elo right now, free LP. And the way you do that is by just picking Brand. This champion, if you look in these clips, you can see how easy it is to play Brand. It is so brainless, yet such a strong high win rate champion currently in the meta. Like, just look at what I'm doing to this Ari. I just W the wave, press E on a target that's ablaze, so the Brand passive, and it just hits the Ari repeatedly until she's low, but also just shoving my lane. So I'm like shoving lane, poking Ari at the same time. The gameplay in the background is from two games that I played on Brand, and they're both like mid to high diamond. So it's not like these people are like noobs or bad players, right? This is like decent elo, it's like high to mid diamond. Yet they are just getting repeatedly chunked down by this Brand E. And it's because they don't really have a choice, right? They have to get the waves, they have to get the gold, and to get the gold you have to be near your minions, but if you're near your minions, Brand E will hit you. I don't really play Brand that much myself, I just want to try it for a bit because his win rate seems really high. I got ganked here in this clip on screen, and I am not a good Brand by any means. I thought it was 100% dead. Rolled my face on the keyboard. Oh, that's weird, I killed someone. Almost one-shot Ari with one combo. I don't mind if I do. Brand has to be like one of the highest win rate champions I've played that feels like it's the lowest skill requirement to play it. So if you are wondering like what is like a cheesy pick that can just get me some free elo even though I'm like really bad at the game or my mechanics are not that good, I actually would really recommend Brand. You can honestly roll your keyboard in a team fight, and as long as you threw your release out there and you get like the passive proc where it's like the AoE bomb, you probably did your part, and it's probably usually enough to win the team fight. It's one of the highest win rate mid laners as of patch 14.7. It has a high win rate in low elo, it has a high win rate in high elo, it is also a high win rate jungler, it is also a high win rate support, it is a high win rate top laner, and a high win rate bot lane carry. So in other words, you can play this champion anywhere and it has a positive win rate on average. I just got really surprised looking at the win rates because you would think Brand like kind of falls off in the higher elos because Brand is not that mechanical. Like you kind of just throw out your combo and that's about what you do, which makes me think that he's just really broken. Because I mean, it's not like people are like mechanically outplaying people on Brand. I mean, you do have to hit your Q to hit like a full combo most of the time or to like stun him, but it's really easy to get like a bunch of AoE damage off, a bunch of slow off with the items, which is what I'm going to be talking about mostly, because I feel like these items are really OP currently. Like Liandry's into Rylai's is what makes Brand so broken in my opinion. And this is also why I think his win rate is really good across like the entire board, like all the lanes, all the elos. He's not really bad anywhere, and it's mostly because of these items. And I think we've all been there where we're like versus a Brand and we like try to kill the Brand. Even like it could be that the Brand is like in a 1v3 and he's in a really bad spot and you're like collapsing on that guy and he just throws out his combo before dying and you're all just half health. And it's like, okay, well, dude, that's kind of weird. We almost just died trying to 1v3 someone. And that is actually what it feels like to play Brand. You just walk in. I mean, you don't walk in, obviously you sit in the backline if you can, but you just walk up in team fights, try to AoE them with you just proc Liandry's on everyone, and then you hit them with the Rylai's proc, and they're just slow. Like the 30% slow is just so good. Like imagine if you can slow 5 people every single team fight by 30%. Like, I mean, that sounds pretty good to me, while also percentage health burning them with Liandry's, on top of just doing AP damage and like just Brand damage in general. Playing Brand kind of feels more like a utility champion. You can for sure solo kill people though, and just kill, you can wear down the tanks, you can kill the squishies, but more than all, he feels like a utility champion. Like you just spread your damage, you slow everyone, you get everyone low enough for your team or for you to just finish them off later into the fight. Brand is also a really good Morello user because he does AoE damage and spreads it to like everyone. So again, it comes down to utility. But that is just something like, who wouldn't want a Brand on the team that can slow everyone and heal everyone while also getting everyone to like half health or just straight up killing carries. Like that sounds really good. And it is really good. The win rate says it's really good. Across all elos, across all the lanes. I also think that these items like Liandry's and Rylai's have been strong for a while now. I kind of feel like they're getting a nerf soon. Maybe after the MSI patch they will start touching these items, which is why I think Brand is a really good pick and you probably should be playing it now if you can. Brand also has a pretty decent win rate into Ari mid lane, which is a pretty highly picked champion right now, who's also pretty good. So that's a nice like counter kind of. And like I said before, I think there's two nice things that are like really good about Brand. First of all, it's that I feel like he doesn't really require any skill whatsoever. The only skill that does feel like you have to have is like hitting a skill shot, which is your Q. It's like kind of hard to hit because it's a kind of like thin skill shot like an Italy Q. But the second part, which is more important, is that even if you do really poorly on Brand, as long as you get your first item and your second item, it doesn't really matter. You could be 0 and 10 and have like Leandries plus Radas, and you would still be very, very useful. And you would think I'm kidding, but it's actually true. You will also see a lot of people doing like not even that well, where they have like a negative KDA, but are still like top damage. You look at the damage graph after the game, it's like, hold up, how come the Brand did like a 500 million damage while our Fed 80 carry only did like 20k? And that is just purely because Brand is hitting everyone, right? He does percentage health damage, so he does a lot to the tanks. He hits every single champion on any team most of the time. He is also really, really good in team fights, obviously, because of this. So it's really easy to like fight for Baron, fight for Dragons, fight for Elder, or even the Void Grubs. Looking at the win rates as well, it doesn't really look like he has a lot of poor matchups. But like I said, even a bad matchup doesn't even really feel that bad. But I would say the matchup doesn't even matter that much. You just build your items, you build your Leandries, you build your Rylai's, and you're just a full, slow burn applier for throughout the whole game pretty much. In short, Brand is pretty strong right now. I would recommend playing him. If you want some free LP, I would recommend just trying him out. Let me know how it goes. He actually does feel really, really strong. I'm not even good on him. Missed 9% of my queues. Didn't matter, still end up being like top damage and winning the games. He's also really easy to farm with. You just press WE on the wave. It's most likely already half dead. If you're worried about missing like your Qs and not being able to stun people, don't worry, doesn't even matter. Press your R, press your E, you probably hit the whole team and they're all dead. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.